Fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off the checkout at c4energy.com. On Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the widest array of content here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're the first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. My name is Scott Sweitz. I'm the Clydesdale. She's Amy Radowski. She's sporting a Noble today.
I am.
Sweatshirt because it is getting freezing outside.
There was some wintry mix.
Crazy.
I know.
I'm not ready.
Nope. It was warm earlier, and now it's winter.
And I saw in the forecast by Christmas it's supposed to be back to 50 something.
Yeah, but then I heard January is gonna be bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was just informed about an hour ago from one of the people in our chat, Holly, that we got a mention on Talking Elite Fitness this week.
Interesting.
They were talking about media and should CrossFit hire back a media team, or should they let third-party media do their thing? And Aaliyah Miller was a guest on his Death By.
Yeah.
And he said that Clydesdale is so passionate about the Masters group that they should take over that. She mentioned this a couple times, and it was pretty cool.
Hey, Charlie. That's cool. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it's about halfway through. There's a short mention, and then like 12 minutes later, a longer mention. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, always nice to get a shout out for something we do.
Yeah. So, how you were just saying before we got on here that you are recovering from Tempe.
Yeah, as soon as I got back from Tempe, I was sick as a dog, and like all the respiratory stuff, and I have been fighting it for a week. Today is the first day I feel somewhat normal. Just still don't have my full voice yet, but and we had our Christmas, like my family's Christmas Saturday, so pushed through that, got through that, and then yeah. Now just trying to get through my work week.
You know, it's interesting. Both of you are on here, and both of you, it's your wife's birthday today, Scott.
It is.
And Charlie's wife turned 40 on Friday. So,
wow.
December
I remember another 40th birthday party.
Is that the one where Lisa was doing handstand push-ups at Charlie's birthday party?
That is correct.
Yes. Okay.
That is. She enjoyed it much more than I did, apparently.
It was obvious who was having a good time at your 40th birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, what are your guys' holiday plans? Because next Monday is Christmas. We will not be doing a show on Christmas. So just got any holiday plans for the week?
I'm headed to Athens. My daughter came home from Athens, and now we're going to head back to Athens to celebrate with all of my sisters and my parents and all the nieces over the weekend. And then we always do Christmas Eve at my in-laws. That's their day that we just honor that, and that's what our tradition is. And then we're always at home on Christmas morning. So that's all I know so far. And I was scrambling last minute just now, shopping for more stuff because I got everything out and I was like, I don't have enough. You know,
enough or uneven?
I think not enough and uneven, not enough and uneven. But here's what I found out why we're so struggling this year. You know who does most of the shopping in our house?
Your husband.
Correct.
Not you.
Correct. And this new job of his is keeping him busy. like real busy. So he is really off his game. So I've had to really step it up and step it up. That's what I had to do.
It's about time.
There's other ways that I contribute. That's just not a strength of mine. I'm just don't love that shopping.
You got to lift your guy up during this time.
I know.
He's struggling with a new job.
Yep. He's been busy, so I'm picking up the slack.
There's this place called Amazon. Makes it real easy.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
I did. I've been doing that a lot though too. Like but I'm trying not to make like 20 different Amazon orders, right? It's like, but I have been, just to be honest.
Do you have Prime?
Yeah.
Then what's it matter?
I care for all the workers.
Okay.
All right, Charlie, what's your plans?
I don't really have any, or I don't really know what they are.
All of a sudden, Christmas Eve, the car will be loaded with the kids, and Lisa will be like, "Charlie, you coming?"
Yep. I'll be like, "No, I'm good."
But how's the elf situation working out? Since that's a new thing at your house.
It's not. He gone.
Oh, yeah. So what'd you do? Just say your elves are lazy, or what?
But it was a complaint about his positioning, and he got offended, and he said, "I'm just not coming back." You hurt my feelings.
Was it like your mobility, that kind of thing?
Yeah, he could be in one position, and that's all he could get into.
Yeah.
He moved. He was in a good spot, but his hands were on his knees still.
Oh, so and they were like,
well,
yeah.
Why is he not moving?
Maybe he has a respiratory issue.
Yeah.
And he's just like trying to get some breath.
Well, either way, he said, "I'm not coming back to Ohio." So
he peaced out. Bye.
Good luck to you, kids. With future endeavors.
And this is why we never got one before.
I'm in such a different season of life. My daughter sent us a picture of her Snoop on a stoop. And
we thought about getting that, but
that would have been much cooler.
He has a little a Hennessy in one hand.
Mm-hmm. And a joint in the other.
Yep.
Yeah. See, here's the thing I was telling somebody, Scott, because we're in semi-similar stages, is that like it's harder to get into the Christmas spirit when your kids are older. For me.
Agreed.
It's just not as exciting to shop for stuff
It's a weird year for us. We were really done Christmas shopping in November. So like we were done super early. So then like everything's kind of crept up on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Corey's coming back next Saturday to open gifts here. Then she's going with her boyfriend for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We're going to Pennsylvania on Christmas Day so Julie can go see her parents. And I'm just going to hang out with my mom. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just very different than years past.
Yeah.
So
should we talk some CrossFit?
Sure. So as advertised, HWPO announced their pro roster. What was weird about it is they announced one Instagram post was this one, and it said, "Hey, here's our roster." And you go through it. We have Katrin Davidsdottir, same as last year. Jason Hopper, there are questions. He moved back to North Carolina, but he's still with HWPO. Brooke Wells.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that after this season. Amanda Barnhart stayed there.
Yeah.
Mal O'Brien.
Okay. That answers some questions because I think people have been wondering.
And
She
Jake
was in
Douglas.
Iowa, which was weird.
I'm still not convinced she's coming back to compete this year, but it's interesting that she is put into this pro roster.
Right.
So this was the initial, and it said our team of athletes is continuing to grow, and we can't wait to see these individuals show up and work hard. So my first question, and friends of mine texted me, where is Christine Kohlenbrander? I said, I don't know. Well, then, just like the next day, they say, oops, we have more.
Oh. Oh, there she is. I see her commenting right there. Love this team.
And there is Christine Kohlenbrander. But then it gets more interesting.
Okay.
Because the rest of these athletes weren't with HWPO last year, except maybe one of them, Sam Quant. I think he was because he went with the coach to HWPO. But then we have Jacqueline Dahlstrom. And this one I find fascinating because her significant other of several years owns the program, which she has been a part of in Europe and stationed in Mallorca. She's been a part of that for years. Now, all of a sudden, she is switching camps away from her significant other to HWPO.
Even the notes or even the comments right there says it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went back. I did some sleuthing.
I love that.
Through Jacqueline's Instagram to see were there still pictures of John Singleton. And he was with her in Dubai just a week ago.
Well,
so here's my question to you is, I think it's fine that she moves. Maybe they both agreed she just needed another voice as part of, because she didn't make the games last year. Her performances in the offseason haven't been awesome. So maybe she needs a new voice. But if you're HWPO, do you let a fox in the hen house?
Interesting. I didn't think about that aspect of it. Yeah, I think,
Kenneth DeLapp, 9-month member. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for being with us. You're one of our best. We appreciate you so much. So fox in the hen house, what do you think?
I think it's okay. I mean, I think that Fraser is confident with his training, regimen, that I think he's confident with it. That, yeah.
Charlie?
Does he look weird to anybody else?
Singleton?
Matt Fraser.
Matt. He looks
Dad
tight.
Fraser?
I mean, his neck looks thin. He looks thin.
Yeah.
It's just odd looking. Not odd. That's a bad word.
It's just different from what you're used to seeing him look like.
Yes.
So if you're HWPO, do you let the significant other of another training camp come work out and be a member of your training camp?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So we'll move on then.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, yeah, there we go. Cole
Greasehaber went from program back to roots of the guy he trained with, and now to HWPO, 3 different training camps, for lack of a better term, in 3 years.
Yeah, that's a lot of moves. Maybe you just need to be consistent, but I guess his consistency is being inconsistent.
But if this was Sarah Sigmundsdottir, we'd be like up in arms and
you're right.
Throwing papers at the wall.
Yeah. Good point. Fair.
And Victor Hoffa. So I think this is This is a guy that is a gymnastics expert,
Yeah.
blows all the gymnastic stuff out of the water. I think this is a good move for him. He needs to build strength. He needs to get that up as quickly as possible to be able to compete in today's CrossFit. And I think this is actually a very good move for him.
So you're saying he doesn't have top end strength?
That is correct.
Yet.
And usually when I say that, it ends out well for the athlete that I say that against.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go back here. Let's review this for a second. I want to go back and consider another point when you were talking about letting a significant other come into a different training camp. Let's compare that to like another training camp of one, so that we can look at it from that perspective. So, like, give me another training camp scenario. Like, I mean, it's not going to be like Tia and Shane, but
so if Matt Torres and Danielle Brandon are still dating,
okay, yeah,
and Danielle goes to Mayhem,
okay. I mean, that does feel weird.
So, and Matt was on Savon this morning.
Yeah.
She is now being coached by Coach L, not Matt. She has moved out of state. She's no longer in Florida.
Yeah.
But Coach L is still a brute coach.
Right.
So that's not as weird. Right.
Right. But is the concern that, let's say, okay, Danielle, goes to Mayhem, is the concern that Mayhem's secrets are going to be shared with Brute? Is that what we're saying that we're worried about happening? Not that. Okay.
Well, I think it can go both ways, right?
Yeah.
For the training camp that they're coming to, you would be afraid that they would steal your secrets, take them back to significant other. Not that how many secrets are there?
Right.
Or what's that?
Well, I was going to say the same thing. What secrets are we keeping? Like, hey, we did the biker twice this week.
Yeah. I mean, I still think athleticism and talent is going to be what makes it, not, I don't think there's necessarily.
Well, let's put this in context. Matt didn't share anything while he was competing. He didn't want anything out of what he did. Now that he's the owner of a training camp, to allow the significant other of another training camp come in just seems off-brand for Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Or does he not care as much now that it's these other athletes and not him?
I think he doesn't care. Because there's a difference between you knowing what I do and you being able to teach and cue what I do. So I can tell you whatever I want.
You can buy my programming.
You don't have the people. You don't have me and my brain to tweak what needs to be tweaked to push them to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's all individualized once you get to that level, right?
Right.
Like these 10 athletes we just went through are all getting different coaching, are all getting different programming. And so it's going to depend on the athlete. And you could say, like, Ariel came out and said all she did was interval training the entire time leading up to the games. That worked for her last year. That doesn't mean it's going to work for every athlete.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for her.
Yeah. Speaking of what we were saying, Kenneth says Brute is a feeder camp for Mayhem these days.
I hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
I think it's really about external things, not internal things about that. They had a coach who wanted more than just to be an athletic trainer. He wanted something about religion in his life. And so they sent him off with a blessing, and 2 of the athletes wanted to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's a mass exodus to Mayhem from Brute. I think it's that one group that we're seeking more from a mission standpoint that went. And I think this is kind of brutal, Kenneth. I think Matt hasn't seen the success of an HWPO training camp that he originally wanted, so maybe he doesn't care as much.
I don't know that he doesn't care, but I think there's specific athletes he probably doesn't take.
Yeah, if you watch like the documentary with him and Katrin the whole way through the games, like he cared a lot about her success.
And he took her to another level.
He did. She was definitely on the way out, and he saved her career.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't belong 2 years ago.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I think it's just
everyone's
just
better. You just run into Laura Horvath out here, who's just or Tia.
Yeah. Do we think Tia is going to compete this year for the games?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you thought maybe she would just be like,
Because she was like, I lost at Rogue, so I'm done.
No, maybe her priorities are different. I don't know.
No, I think she's coming guns ablazing, all out to show that she can take a year off, come back, and is still the best.
But and then are we going to make sure to talk about how she's the fittest mom?
Yes,
I will not.
I think that losing at Rogue helped
to
stoke the fire.
Drive her. What kind of musical instruments you got going on over there, Charlie?
It's a dog.
Got it.
I thought I was supposed to on that call.
Oh, there it goes. Frank the Tank he really truly has Frank the Tank over there.
Beer bonging it in the corner.
I mean, pretty much. He just comes in.
Yeah, I think this is interesting. There was also the mention of and I just saw this team, a new team out of Underdogs with Mitch McClune and CJ Gerald, 2 semifinal athletes we followed the last couple of years, and they are going with Carson Wolf, who we interviewed last year for semifinals. And I don't know who the 4th is. I did not recognize her, but it's going to be they're all semifinal athletes who are very strong in different ways. Like Mitch is very strong. Mm-hmm. CJ is very cardio engine guy. And it's funny because I just talked to CJ at Legends because he lives in Arizona. So he stopped in to watch Legends. I talked to him for like 20 minutes there, and he did not drop a hint that he was going team. But I saw that announcement like 2 nights ago. And I think it's going to be a pretty formidable team with very strong semifinal athletes.
Yeah.
Fun to watch too.
Yeah, I think that will complement the team well.
Yeah, Carson's super young, like 19 or 20. And then you put her with the 2 vet guys. And I wish I could remember who the other one was, but yeah. Should be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Justin making some moves over there in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And they put one team in the games last year with Roth Duran.
Yeah.
And that team. So wonder if they're coming back for another run.
So what's this other thing that Kenneth was talking about Trista and Medeiros taking on a powerlifting meet?
So I don't know the details because I was celebrating with my family this weekend. But Justin had said all along he needed to get out of his head, so he was not going to do off-season comps. He was going to sign up for a powerlifting meet. I guess he podiumed.
Good. Okay.
So me saying that he lacked top-end strength
Good to him.
really did not feed well into that scenario.
I mean, what kind of meet was it?
Powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
I mean, but like at a local comp in
I see. Yeah.
London, Ohio.
I don't know.
Chill coffee. Come on.
You said the Chili Bobo.
Yeah, I don't know that. And I don't know how Trista Smith did. She competed in the teen division last year. I guess I can look at the barbell spin. I know they reported it. So I will share my screen and we can read this together. So they competed in the USA Powerlifting Holiday Hoist. And Smith competed in the women's raw teen, meaning that is a natural division and tested. And they can't wear any like bench press shirts.
Yeah.
Like any of the suits or anything like that. Medeiros finished second. His back squats were 468, 490, and 512. Bench press 281, 292, and 303. Deadlift 567 and 600 pounds. And Trista was the only one competing in her age group, so she won.
Okay.
Her back squat was 270, bench press 176, and her deadlift was 330. Jay Birch says, for me, I lift way more in powerlifting modalities than I can Olympic lifts.
Yeah.
Agree. So that's what happened with them. And barbell, if you want to go to barbell spin, they have some of the highlights of the lifts on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, and I'll shout out to barbell spin. They are the most reliable source for actual news that you can get on the internet. So make sure if you have any questions, they're the place to be.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Anything else in the CrossFit? Whoa, it's a whiteout right now.
I see. I can't see down here in the basement.
I'm just telling you, it's happening.
I know it was rough in like the East Coast today. Because all the shows I watch on sports, like they were having a hard time getting in.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything else in the CrossFit space. We are doing I just started scheduling. I'm doing a champion series from Legends. Mm-hmm. I've reached out to every champion from every division at Legends to see if they'll come on the show to do an interview with us. I've got one scheduled for Wednesday. Just happened about an hour ago. Okay. Shanna Buse. She's also a 3-time games competitor and 1-time games champion. And then Amy, I'll probably butcher this name, Chapatin. I will get clarification when she's on Thursday. She'll be on. She's also a games competitor. Took second place last year at the games. Won Legends. She won the 45 to 49 division. Shanna won the 55 to 59. And then I've already got feedback from a couple of the men. Just got to get them scheduled. But with the holidays, it's going to be weird. It's going to be, and I literally just sent out the invitations like 2 hours ago, and I've already got like 4 back.
Dang, nice.
So, so hopefully we can get all of them on and highlight the athletes from Legends who won their divisions, and you can get to know them a little bit more.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Well, I hope your wife has a happy birthday.
Well, the fact her daughter was home yesterday and celebrated with her, made it a happy birthday. The rest is gravy.
Well, you need to go upstairs so you can go look outside right now.
Mrs. Sprinkles is cooking her dinner tonight.
Oh, cute.
If we can get there.
You'll be able to.
Lana says Shanna is legit for sure. All these athletes are.
Yeah.
Like they are. All of them. It was just phenomenal to watch. Like you can't even tell their age. Like half the people I was just like, you're lying to me. I want to see a driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
Because CrossFit is the cure for aging.
It is a cure for aging.
Right. So, yeah. And then I know we have the 65 plus women. She calls herself Golfer Girl on Instagram. She's busy, but will be here in January. So that one will take some time, like mid-January.
Cool.
So this will be stretched out a little bit.
Yeah.
With the holidays, but
that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, with that, guys, I'm going to go check out the snow, see how bad it is. I'm sure it's worse up there for Lana in Canada, but hey, we're going to go check out ours. Kenneth says, I'm holding out for Latimer versus Briggs for the 2024 40 to 40. Ooh, that's a big gap there, buddy. 40 to 45, 40 to 44, 40 to 44.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't think Briggs is doing it, right? Like she's full on firefighter EMT now.
Okay. Becca Voigt.
Okay. Jen Ryan.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
That's a legit age group.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm one older now.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we'll catch everybody next time. Have a great holiday. We will not be here for Christmas. But we'll maybe do a birthday thing maybe I'll eat some hot wings or something on
The
New Year's
first
Day.
Yeah.
On that, we will catch everybody next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. Bye, guys.